Evening, gentlemen. Let's get moving. This is known as bear, the bear crawl, or whatever. A lot of people get stuck with going in one direction. You don't have to. In fact, you want to be able to figure out how to move in any direction. This allows you to develop coordination and movement intelligence. But if you're finding that this is too easy, there are more iterations. When you're doing crawls like this, just set a 1 minute timer. After 1 minute goes off, go to a new movement. Don't have to spend forever on this, but it helps. Anyway, if you're finding it too easy, next one is bent arm bear, right? Again, backwards, foot, then hand, foot, then hand. But if you're going forward, hand first, then foot, hand first, then foot. And if you're still finding this super easy and you are light as a feather, well, for those muscle freaks, I present to you getting up and then bending the elbows and doing on the tiptoes. Oh, this used to be so much easier. But this is stuff, again, you don't need equipment. You don't need a gym. And you can find out just where you're at. And in the end, it all works out. Your timer goes off, swap to a new walk. This is crab walk. Feel free. 1 foot, then a hand. 1 foot, then a hand. Going the other way. Hand, then foot. Hand, and then foot. You can get your feet and hands close together. Rotate. Rotate. If you feel clunky and you're not feeling controlled, slow down. It's all right. Stretch with the 3-point bridge, right? Boom. Boom. Then timer goes off again. Transition to another one. Now, these next few are in squats, and I will demonstrate them in squat. But it's perfectly all right to do them straight-legged. All right? The Frogger, right? Just keeping it down, right? Put your hands out. Put your weight on. In the first iteration, step forward. Put your hand out and step forward. Now I'm gonna straighten my legs and go backwards, but you can see the same movements with your legs straight, right? Step back, push, right? Step back, see how I'm loaded and I push. Step back, push. Now, again, next iteration. Now we put the hands down and up. Right? Down. You go really deep. And when going backwards, put your hands closer, because now you're going to push and go backwards. Push. Put your weight on, push, and go backwards. Again, you do the same thing with a straight leg, right? Don't let knees bother you. All right. For those of you who like to go a little further with things, this is the other iteration that I like. Just hands down. But now, load this. And I still know people who can do this like slow. Put their hands out. I still need to kick up. Right? Put it closer to you. Up and back. Oh, that's definitely harder for me when you're trying to kick out from a position with your hands and feet closer together and go backwards. Now, we talked about rotating and going laterally, but this looks, when you do that, it looks like my other favorite is the monkey, right? So far I've done the bear, the frogger, and now the monkey. Again, you can do this with the legs straight. I prefer that if you can, get down in the squat position. This alone is a great position, right? Put your hands down. Again, you can step across, right? Put your hands down, step across, okay? Put your hands down, load up, and lift. Hands down, load up, and lift. All right? Now, next one's a little weird. It's still the same thing, but now, instead of just putting our hands out, we're gonna cross over, right? Load up and move. Load up and move. Then back, cross over. Hand, load up. Hand, load up. All right. I know I'm struggling right now. It's a little warm. But that's all right. The conditioning comes for free, yes? Everyone's like, oh, but my stamina. I'm feeling my stamina challenge. Oh, but let me demonstrate straight-legged. Same thing, right? Same thing. All right. If you're feeling adventurous, the last iteration with the monkey, we're gonna cross over, but we're gonna lift the hips in the air. Cross over, lift the hips in the air. Which, of course, is very close to getting yourself into the full cartwheel. Because all that is now you keep your legs straight, right? Which really impresses the girls when you're able to teach them how to do that kind of stuff, huh? All right. All right, the toughest one I've kind of saved for last. It's called the lizard or the Spider-Man. And I can only do it, well, I don't think I've done it for a little while. So this will be interesting. Your starting position is kind of the bent bear, kind of a twisted bear right out here. But I'm not gonna let anything touch, right? So I'm gonna stay down, hand, foot, hand, foot, hand, foot. Now I'll go backwards, foot, hand, foot, hand, one more, hand, foot. I showed you a few different iterations. Just go 1 minute apiece. Bear, crab, frogger, monkey, lizard. You only have to do things for 5 minutes. And if anything, keep yourself honest and go with the level that you're the best at. The one that allows you to do the whole minute. Just keep moving. And if you have to stop, stay in the air. And of course, conditioning comes with it. I wouldn't worry about a conditioning session. If you're like me, we stay honest, we find our level, and we've got work to do.